Привет, comrades, Steve Com here. And I am just now getting off of work. Really late night tonight. But nothing got done, unfortunately, still. We still have a lot more left to do. But we're not able to do it because there's been a huge sale going on. And if anyone knows what sale means, it means the store is a disaster zone and there's no way to fix it. That's what a sale means, unfortunately. But I worked my butt off. I wasn't sure if I was going to yet. I was still more of, do I work really, really badly just to spite them? Or do I work, my normal, which is insanely hard? And it stuck about to being the same strength. I worked with the person who got me my demotion today. Oh, that was very angry. But, I was nice about it. I wasn't going to start shit, She made a comment about how no one seems to care about the job except for her. And I was like, oh yeah, it's so hard whenever, you're working your ass off and everyone else is just being petty and drama-filled. Oh, I don't know if she knew I was talking about her, but I definitely was. And it's like, I come here, I do my job, I go home. Actually, that's not even true because I work always, I don't go home. No, but my boss would call me in like every day I had off. I would just leave and he would call me back in to get more. And it's like, he needed me, And she was like, well, people don't care about this and they need to get other jobs. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at another job. Now I'm going to straight up let her know. I wasn't going to because I know she's going to try to be like, well, he's not going to be here long anyway. Don't give him any hours or da-da-da. But I'm going to be good. I'm going to give it 2 weeks notice before I leave. And I gotta find a job that pays me to live because, and I gotta get this, I did complain to the boss, I just went up to him and casually said, the law, which I had been told but I forgot, and that's that it is against the law to demote someone, it's against the law to lower someone's pay for any reason, including demotion. That's at least in Texas. I don't know about any other place. It may be a full countrywide law. But I was told that at one point and I forgot. But it came back here. So I told him that casually. And he's like, well, but you got a demotion. You can't get the same amount of money for doing less work. And I'm like, well, that's not what unemployment office says. So he said he'd boost my pay back to how it was, or he'd request that it go back to how it was. So no even guarantee that it will there. And then he will try to talk to the district manager to see if what I'm saying is true or not. And it's like, okay, he's working on scheduling an appointment and everything else, the district manager. You could just do like a 2-second phone call to unemployment office and they'll tell you. Like, it doesn't take very long. You can do a Google search. It really doesn't take that long, but whatever. I possibly got my pay back up. I'm not even sure if I did now at this point. He was being very cryptic about it. Like, he just doesn't believe what I was saying. But, whatever. Yay! It's been one of those weeks. But the possibility I may get my pay back, and then and if I still get the same amount of pay and I just have to do less work, honestly, that sounds pretty good. I'll get a lot less hours, which bite me in the ass. But as long as I get at least 25 a week, I think I'll be good. Now, I really want to apply at a new job, and I've been looking at a lot of places. But I should be getting my name changed any week now. Actually, we haven't got an exact date, but when I talked to my lawyer, he did say it'd be either last week or this week on Friday. And I guess it wasn't last week because he didn't contact me. But hope is it's this Friday, unless I just misunderstood what he was talking about. But it sounded like he meant, coming up. So we'll see. And if that's the case, if it's just going to change in like a few days or a few weeks, whatever, I don't want to apply for a new job and then have to be like a weekend and be like, oh yeah, my name changed, because I don't want anyone to know that I'm trans, especially in Texas and especially in East Texas. It is a huge target on your back, and I still think a lot of the bad treatment I've gotten throughout the years, especially at Dollar General, has been because I am trans. So if I get this legal thing done, it'll be both my gender and name changed at the same time is what I'm doing. And then there's no way for anyone to have known I was trans. According to everyone I've talked to, I pass 100%, they can't tell I was ever a woman. If anything, they say I am very feminine, so I may get treated badly for being gay. But that's something I can't change. I just don't want as many obstacles against me as there currently is, There's already one big hit for being gay, and that can't go away. So, the trans one, I don't want, 2 strikes on me already. But, it's huge good news if that does get changed, because then, awesome. I've wanted this for a long time. It depends on who you ask, but for my dad's side of the family, I've been out as transgender since I was 14. I came out to my mom about a week after my dad. She threw a huge fit. It was not a pretty sight. It was very painful and horrible. Both painful physically and emotionally. It was a bad situation. So I went back in the closet. I was also outed at school. And so, before I just kind of was in the closet until I got to school, and then I would switch back into my stuff. But I was outed by a teacher, and outed to one of the popular kids, so he spread the word, and it just was not good, even at school. So I just went completely back in the closet, and I would be only out when I was on vacation, visiting my dad. But now I'm out, so that's one of the biggest things I've had against me right now. Because my mom's like, you've only been out for like a year, why are you changing your name? And it's like, well, I was out at 14. She's like, yeah, but you decided that's not what you wanted. So you had a chance to choose it, and you decided you didn't like it, and that was it. And so that's my big issue at home. She's more of, not really on to me. She doesn't really believe it. She's like, you've only been out a year. And last time you went out, you only lasted like a few weeks. So, but with my mom's approval or not, I'm getting this done. I know she's been very, very upset lately, or at least been sobbing to my grandma. Whether she's really upset or not, I don't know. She's very manipulative. I'll give her that. So if she's upset, whatever. But what she's been saying is that she's very upset because she spent a lot of time choosing that name for me and everything else. And it was very, very special, very important. And it was a big deal because, my grandma got me this little cassette tape, and this song, the singer had used my name, it was this little big deal, according to her. But according to my dad, he's even said, and my mom has said it before too, that they didn't think a lot for my name. They were expecting a boy. Ironically, they were expecting a boy, and so when I was born, the song Rebecca Lynn was playing on the radio, the little overhead radio thing, and so they decided, that sounds good. So, ironically, it was not a very well thought out name like she's claiming it is, so, I am keeping my middle name, though, which a lot of people ask me why. You know, Lynn's not really a masculine name. And I think a lot of that depends on the generation. Because, like, in my grandparents' generation, Lynn was solely a male name. And that's partly why I'm keeping it, mostly because it sounds good. Elijah Lynn sounds pretty good. But also because, for my grandma, it was a big deal for her on my dad's side, because her middle name is Lynn. So she felt like a little bond there, even though it wasn't the intended purpose of me being named Lynn. It still meant a lot to her, so I'm like, I'm going to keep that, you know? It doesn't hurt me. No one really knows your middle name. So it's not like people will out me as being Lynn. You know, oh, that's a female name. I did think a lot about whether I would change it or not, and I'm still a little on it, but I do like how it sounds, so it's going to stay that way. For the longest amount of time, I was going to change my middle name to Lowell, which is a big deal in my family. The firstborn son has the middle name Lowell. It's just been our tradition. And so the firstborn son would be me. But my little brother already has the middle name Lowell. So it'd be a little weird because it's already kind of breaking tradition, you know, since the oldest will not have it. But it'd be, I think, more of a break tradition if two of us had it, you know. And I mean, I could change it, but honestly, it's a hard to pronounce middle name. I mean, I'll give it that. It's pretty hard to pronounce. Elijah Lowell. It doesn't sound horrible. Elijah Lynn, though. I like how that sounds. But I had to love how I just got a rant about my name when I was talking about work. But anyway, I am super, super excited. I'll let you guys know when I have that court date. It should be on Friday. Maybe it won't be. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. But my current belief is that it will be Friday. So, TF Calm signing off.